Hey, I'm Daniel and welcome to a quick solo playthrough of Neon Rain. This video is part of my first impression series where I try each of the 12 different heroes, and I will probably follow it up with a full review once I see how everything plays out. And well, enjoy the play. Alright, so today we have Neon against Jynn. The star ability of Neon is called Glow. For 5 stars it deals 4 damage and gains 2 star back. And for the passive effect we have Reflex, draw a card for each counter card you play. For the CPU opponent we have the star ability called Posture. For 6 stars it deals 7 damage. And for the passive effect we have Shields Up, begin each match with 3 shield tokens. This is why I'm having all the 3 shield tokens right away here. And when using a left joystick also gain 2 shield tokens as well. So this is definitely the most tanky heroes of all, so let's see if I'll be able to make enough damage to go through all of those defense. And well, as always, just to make things clear and transparent, I'm gonna shuffle all of those cards on camera as well. So nothing is scripted here, it's completely fair, unscripted fight. I'm shuffling my player deck, making it as random as it should be. Now I'm gonna shuffle the opponent deck as well. Again, making sure completely a fair fight. You never know what you get when you're playing against a solo opponent. Alright, so now I'm gonna draw 7 cards to my hand, and just so you can see them, I'm gonna place them face up like that. So that is 3, 4, 5, so that is 5, 6, 7. Alright, and let's see what we can do. I quite like that we have left joysticks. It is something I could play on defense, which means this is at least 2 stars that I can get guarantee. Having some combo breaker is pretty nice as well. And remember that you can add a button when defending with a combo breaker, so this button should go along nicely. Or should I play this button in offense on my turn right now? And you know what, I think I'm just gonna play all those 3 cards right now, all those buttons, to hope for dealing some damage. Because I don't want to have some extra healing from those cards, and I would rather save them for playing in defense as well as my throw and combo breaker. So these are the 3 cards that I'm playing, just 3 buttons, and let's see what the opponent is responding with. And I'm gonna flip 2 cards just because I'm playing on the hard mode. So, and look at that, we have both throws right away, which would do absolutely nothing against those buttons, so this is good. That means I can safely play all of my buttons, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 extra damage because of the combo, so that is 5 damage in total. 3 of them is prevented with these shield tokens, but the opponent still takes 2 damage, bringing the health down to 23. And that's it, the opponent block is resolved, the opponent's defense, so now back to the opponent's attack, and let's see what we have here. So just a single up joystick and a button. It's not a combo, so I cannot play this combo breaker, and although frankly I would rather play combo breaker to pair with a button, which I don't have, and I guess I could add those left joysticks right now, but I don't need any healing yet, so I think I'm just gonna play this a single throw card to throw away this joystick, and when I do that I can also draw a card because of my reflex passive ability. And so now we have a button, which is pretty good, so I counter this joystick, which means the opponent only deals 1 damage to me, and that's it, no stars gained. Alright, back to my turn. And looking at this hand, I think I'm just gonna draw back to 7 again, so that would be 5, and 6, and 7. That is the end of my turn, because if you draw you cannot play cards again, so back to the opponent, and we have a single joystick, and I'm not sure if I should play those left joysticks now, because they also heal, which I don't really need much, although you know what, I still can heal for at least for 1 health, so I think I'm gonna play this left joystick, which means the opponent is gaining 2 stars, and I'm also gaining 1 star myself, and also healing back to full 25 health, and that is the end of enemy's attack turn. Now back to me, and I think on my turn I'm just gonna play those 2 up joysticks, that is potentially 5 stars together, provided that I'll be able to land them both, and 1 damage, just because why not. So let's see what the opponent is blocking with. That is pretty good, no throws here, which is lovely. That means I'm gaining all 5 stars. So resolving my joysticks first, gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and remember that you resolve them 1 at a time, so first I'm gaining 1, 2, 3, 4, and that means I have 5 in total, so I'm triggering my glow ability, and I'm gonna remove 3 stars because I'm gonna get 2 stars back anyway, so I'm dealing 4 damage to the opponent, bringing it down to 19 health, which isn't too bad, and I'm also gaining another star like that, so I'm now back at 3 stars, almost ready to fire off my ability again. I'm also dealing 1 extra damage because of the button, so 1 extra damage down to 18 health, and the opponent is also dealing 2 damage to me, so I'm now at 23 health, so this isn't too bad for now, I guess. So that was the end of my turn. Let's see what the opponent is doing, and we have 2 joysticks and a button, so that would be quite a lot of blocks, a lot of shield tokens. And you know what, I think I could play all of those cards in defense, even though remember that on defense, when you defend, then you can play only up 2 cards, but this extra button, it doesn't count towards that limit, so I'm playing combo breaker, otherwise the opponent will gain all 4 shield tokens, which I definitely don't want to do that. And I'm also adding this button, and I'm also gonna play this left joystick because next turn I'm gonna draw cards anyway. So first I'm resolving my combo breaker, break this combo and dealing 2 damage to the opponent, down to 16 health. Now I guess the opponent is resolving their down joysticks, gaining 2 stars and 2 shield tokens. So this is now 4 stars already, that's pretty scary. Now I'm resolving my left joystick, also gaining 1 star and 1 heal, up to 24. And now I'm taking 2 damage because of this button, so back to 22 health. Alright. Oh, now also should have drawn 1 card because I played a counter card, so this is going to be a card on my hand. Alright, and the opponent's attack is resolved. Now, and so is my defense card, so all back on my turn, and I think I definitely should draw because I have just a single card, so I'm drawing on my turn. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I have some good defensive options, which isn't too bad. Back to the opponent's attack, and we have the right joystick and a button. And you know what, I have those both down joysticks, which I could, I guess, play on my turns for potential extra combo. Or should I play them in defense now? And you know what, I think I'm gonna try to gain as much stars as I can while I can, because there are still plenty of blocks and throws, to be specific, should be here in the deck. I don't think we've seen many yet. Should be probably at least 4 more, or 3 at the very least. So I think I'm gonna play this just 2 cards, which means the opponent gain 1 star and also strike. So I'm removing the top cards from my deck. Now I'm resolving my joysticks, also gaining first 1 star here, which is now enough to trigger my glow ability again. So I'm removing 3 stars, leaving 2 because I get 2 back anyway. So I'm dealing 4 unblockable damage, bringing the opponent down to 12 health. I'm also healing for 1 health, up to 23. Now I'm resolving this joystick, gaining another star and also a shield token. And now the opponent is dealing 3 damage because of the combo, but 1 of them I'm preventing with a shield token and taking 2, so I'm bringing down to 21 health. So 21-12, that is the current score. Let's see what we have. Back to my turn, and you know what, I think I'm just gonna play those buttons, even though there are still plenty of blocks there. I just need to deal some damage anyway, so those are the 3 cards that I'm playing. Let's see what the opponent is doing. It is down joystick over here and a combo breaker. This isn't too good. So first the opponent is resolving the down joystick, gaining 6 star, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 6 stars, and that is enough to trigger this posture ability, dealing 7 unblockable damage. Wow, this is brutal. So I'm bringing my health down from 21 down to 14. Wow, that was quite a big hit. Alright, now I'm resolving my buttons, dealing 5 collective total of damage. It could have dealt 1 extra, but because of combo breaker, that's just not gonna happen. So I'm dealing 5 damage, 2 of which I'll prevent it with the shield token, so only 3 go through, bringing the opponent down to 9 health, just like that. Alright, so this attack is resolved. Now back to the opponent's turn. Let's see what they're gonna do. And that is another right joystick, which isn't too bad, I guess. But you know what, I'm definitely gonna play my down joystick in defense to gain another star. So first the opponent is gaining 1 star and also strike, so I'm removing the top card from my deck. And oh, this is bad. Right, now I'm resolving my joystick, gaining star and a shield token as well. And now the opponent is dealing 2 damage, 1 of which I'm preventing with a shield token and bringing my health down to 13. Alright, but that was throw here, so that is pretty good that this card is now played. And back to my turn, I'm definitely gonna draw back to 7, so that is 3, now that is now 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that was my turn. Now back to the opponent's attack, and we have another throw here at the bottom, which is pretty good. And is there anything I could play in defense? Well, it looks like just a single this down joystick, which isn't too good, but hey, playing what I can. Alright, so first the opponent is gaining 1 star and also strike to me again, and block. This is pretty bad. Now I'm resolving my joystick, gaining star, so I'm triggering my glow ability again. I'm removing 3 stars, leaving 2 like that, and I'm dealing 4 unblockable damage, bringing the opponent down to 5 health and also gaining 1 shield token. And now the opponent is dealing 3 damage, preventing one of them, but still taking 2, so that is 11 health. Yeah, that was the end of enemy's attack. Now back to me, and let's see what we can do here. And well, I think we still haven't seen the biggest, most threatening card here with a bunch of, I believe, 7 damage from 3 buttons. So that is still should be somewhere here in this deck. So even though I have 11 health, that is still pretty risky, I think. So my best bets would be just to try to finish off the opponent, dealing 5 damage ideally right on this very turn. And I think the best options I can have is by playing those 2 yellow buttons. And the question is if I should add another button or a joystick. And I think we've already seen quite a lot of those throw cards, probably 4 or 5 of them here already, which means I don't think there is a big chance of we seeing another throw, although there are still of course a lot of blocks. So I think, you know what, I'm gonna play this right joystick because that is some potentially 2 extra damage. And let's see what the opponent is gonna do. And wow, we have throw. How unlucky. You just look at that. It means my joystick is countered, but hold on. Actually, because of the combo, it looks like I can still deal 5 damage. And yes, that's actually totally enough to win this fight, dealing exactly 5 damage with this combo. Wow, bringing the opponent down to 0, and that is KO. And that is another victory. Yay. And that's it for today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're curious to see more characters in action or hear my full thoughts later on, feel free to subscribe. And if you would like to support the channel more directly, you can do this over on Patreon, and I would appreciate this a lot as well. And well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.